Happy Wednesday, friends. I do have a purpose for today. I'm working on some t-shirts, but it made me want to share with you all why I'm working on the t-shirts I'm on today. I'm still trying to see if this is actually working because I'm at the Yellow House and the internet has been a little shoddy today. Is there anybody out there that wants to give me a thumbs up or a hey, hello, or I can hear you, or yes, you're here? Could just be a busy Wednesday and everybody's doing the things. Some of us are headed back to school. Some of us are headed to virtual school. Some of us are trying to squeeze in last minute vacations. So here's me trying to work today. I couldn't come in yesterday, so Wednesday's a little different for me to be in the office, and it's afternoon. So I'm just going to hope and pray that this is working on here. It got me thinking. I've been working on some t-shirts this afternoon for a special friend that I've never met before. So a month or two ago, our church became involved in something called CarePortal, and it was a great way for us to involve a lot of people who want to help with the foster and adoption crisis. Virginia is the worst. We have ranked 48, 49, and 50th over the last few years of teens aging out of foster care. And within 2 years of aging out of foster care, the statistics say that 89% of those teens end up in jail, trafficked, suicide, pregnant, out of marriage, abusive relationships. So we have got to do better. CarePortal is amazing because you can sign up as a church or as a school or just as an amazing group of people that wants to help, and you just get an email. Social services sends an email out to everyone, to the lead person in CarePortal, to say what the situation is and how to help and what they need, either to keep a family together and to keep the kids from out of foster care, or if they're already in foster care, what those foster parents might need, what the adoptive parents might need. It can be anything. We've seen request emails from parents that are trying to keep their kids at home, and the dad's trying to keep a job, and he needs a bike so he can ride 2 miles to work. He has been walking and leaving work, early in the morning for the early shift, walking. So do you have a bike? Do you have a crib? Do you have a car seat? Because sometimes these new moms just don't have a car seat and they legally can't take their baby anywhere. So even if the need is physical, what we're looking for is to make a relationship with these people, which is awesome. The awesome part of CarePortal. Usually they don't have community, they don't have friends, they don't have family, or they're not involved in the church, and that's where we have the opportunity to jump in and say, hey, we're here, we want to help, we're here to help, here's the physical need, is there anything else, and what can we do? So I was just kind of watching some of these emails, and we're still waiting for Franklin County to get turned on. We need a couple more churches to commit before CarePortal will approach social services for us, because you really need to be able to say yes. Otherwise, you're just wasting the caseworker's time sending out the email and explaining everything. So we are watching the needs for Roanoke County and Bedford County, and this one case came in last week that my heart just kind of jumped. There's a teenage boy who's coming back into foster care out of a really difficult situation. He has an amazing foster family that's willing to take him in. But where he's coming from, he literally has nothing. The clothes on his back, I don't even think he has a pair of shoes. That's like a real thing. He's turning 16 tomorrow. So if you want to say a little prayer for him in this huge transition he's going on. So anyway, I've been able to keep in touch with the caseworker. I took this need. I said I wanted to help somehow. Basically, he just needed clothes, boots, then I noticed it was his birthday, so I asked if there was anything we could do for birthday presents. The caseworker's been amazing. The foster parents have been amazing. We've just been emailing back and forth. So many people in the church have stepped up, not just our church family, but the other churches that are involved in the area that are not quite there with Franklin County yet. They all have stepped in, stepped up, asked how they can help. So my job is to collect all the items and to deliver them to the foster parents before this guy comes home for them. So I just want to tell you about the story. I am making some t-shirts here for him. I'll show you the designs in a minute, but this is how this situation has worked out. So some of the families have stepped in and said, yes, we're getting socks and underwear and jeans, shirts, flannels. We found out what he likes, what he doesn't like. We're pulling together some birthday presents. So there is a woman in another church. I didn't even know she was a part of CarePortal, but when I saw her message, I was like, oh, so she's involved too. So doesn't she want to send him some things? So she's just straight sending to Amazon, a basketball and a football to straight to the foster parents. So I don't have to pick those up. But he has an interesting guitar. He obviously hasn't had access to much, but when he was working in some therapy, that was coming out. He lost his mom when he was 9, and he got bounced around from home to home during that time up until now. He's turning 16 tomorrow. So he was never really anywhere long enough where he could get the counseling and services and therapy that he needed. So he did start guitar a little bit. So she did mention that. So didn't somebody from another church offer to buy him a new guitar? And so that's coming tomorrow. And then another couple chipped in and they said, you know what? We'll pay for lessons for him, guitar lessons. So I was able to start a list of all the clothes that are coming in, all the donations that are coming in, birthday presents that are coming in. I'm going to be grabbing him a fishing pole and a tackle box and probably put some candy in there too, because I don't know many teens that don't like candy. But anyway, their support just started coming in. And we were able to talk with the caseworker, and the foster parents are just so overwhelmed. They're so excited and ready to try to help him. They're going to get him into a lot of extracurricular activities, and they're a little bit more out towards, he already likes outdoors, wilderness, so it seems like it's going to be a great fit for them. So that's why we're going with all the sports, and they have horses, and they're going to get him riding. So we made sure we got him some boots. He loves cowboy boots, I guess. So as I was working on these designs, I literally picked out some designs that were outdoors, wilderness, whatever, and just bought some plain t-shirts to put them on. So today, literally, that's what I get to do. I was studying and learning a little bit this morning and working on some business stuff, but I'm just carving out some time this afternoon to be able to make him these shirts. So we picked out some really cute designs, and it shouldn't take too long anyways, but I just wanted you to know a little bit about CarePortal, see what's going on. I'll take you in here where you can see one of these super cute designs. This one's finished. I went ahead, I guess his favorite color is blue, so I just went ahead and grabbed that. So that's going to be a super cute little fishing one. And then I went ahead and just got this compass one right here. There's the north and the south. So that's another long sleeve. We got them. And then the one that I'm working on right now over here, which is going to be a black t-shirt. But once I pull that design up, you're going to see it's a fishing hook. It's just a really cute sketch here. Let me see if the system will show you. This is what it's going to look like. So super cute design is going to go white on black here for him. So we've got some flannels and things coming in, so I think he can layer these t-shirts with it. So it's going to be really cute. So I am really excited about what's happening for him and for all of CarePortal. And I do want to put a little plug in there for you about CarePortal. Hope you don't mind if I'm going to be weeding while I'm doing this, because it's really hot out here. There's no air conditioning in the hallway. So I do want to put in a plug for CarePortal. If you're looking for a way to help the foster care crisis If you're looking for a way to help your community and help your neighbors, let me just tell you, social services is absolutely overrun. They can't keep up with the needs, and sometimes they have to remove children from a home because the refrigerator is not working, or because there's a hole in the floor and it's unsafe for the kids. Now listen, sometimes there are legitimate reasons, and sometimes people are just in a hard spot. So social services is working with each one of these families, and if they feel like this request, this family could stay together, or this example, we're going to support the foster family as this young man comes into care. They are weeding it out, and they're letting us know what the need is, what will help them or not. And if you're too busy and it's not a good week for you, then you don't answer the email. It's that's why your whole church would be involved. Like, I just sent out a message to see who wanted to help, and from that came prayers for sure. We got a lot of people praying for this kid as he makes this huge transition, and we're just believing that this is going to be a new beginning for him. And that this is the start of, a great thing for him, like a real great new beginning, and that he feels the support and the love from us, and these foster parents feel the support and the need. And you better believe by the time I'm done dropping off all this stuff, they're going to have my phone number so they can send text messages. They're going to have, anything that they need from us. If there's further needs or something that we missed, they're fully on board to get him whatever he needs. But when they come into care, they don't have anything. So this is the situation we're dealing with. So this is what I'm trying to say. Like, I have bypassed emails. I've committed to pray for some people. I have, just forwarded to other people on our team in CarePortal and asked them how they want to help, if they want to help. And some people have the extra cash at the time, and then so there's a link that they can give through, and it all goes through social services. But that is the beauty of CarePortal, is it's an easy ask. Is if you're out of town that week, it doesn't depend on you. If you are tight because it's the end of the month, there's no pressure to give. It's you looking at each case by case and deciding, how can you help in this way? Do you have a car seat that's not expired that you don't use? Sometimes it's a booster seat. Sometimes it's a crib in the attic. But it's so much more than the need. It's about the relationship, which is the part that I love the most, because really, we're not going to change somebody's life. You can immediately for a moment, with physical things, but it has to be a relationship and a tangible thing to support somebody in a really hard place. And so CarePortal is that door, that avenue to be able to reach those people and say, I am here for you. And it's so easy to answer a text message. It's so easy to take a phone call, and you just offer what you can. So if any of you are interested, it's careportal.org, or I have a whole blog post on that with trauma and why and how you can help in your community. Patrick Henry Family Services has an amazing vision. It's literally called Vision 30. And that is that by the year 2030, that gives us 10 years, every child that's in foster care will either be back with their family, placed with kinship family, somebody close by that they know, or in a supported adoptive home by the year 2030. And let me tell you, the statistics prove how possible this is. You guys, yes, it's a huge, crazy, lofty goal, but if you want to know the numbers, if it's on my blog post, I'll try to quote it for you. But it's like less than 1 in 10 churches have to take one kid, have to support one child, have to do one thing. 1 in 10. Even if it was 1 in 4, I can't remember. I'm going to have to look that up, and I'll tag the blog post on here for you if you want to read through it. My whole point being, 1 in 4, 1 in 10, what are we doing? We can help these people so easily. And then they get plugged in, and then they're not alone, and then we give what we have, and sometimes that's just time, or sometimes it's just a reality check. Like, things been a little hard at home. I think I shared with you a little bit about July being a really rough month for me, just trying to make it through. But when I started thinking about this family, started thinking about what I could do to put this together, and seeing the support come in, like seeing the caseworker so positive and so willing to help, so overwhelmed by the church response. I've got people from other churches, from Bedford and Lynchburg, participating. One girl is bringing me, she's driving almost an hour just to bring me some of the stuff for this kid so I can collect everything and just do one drop off for these foster parents. So it's a really neat way to be able to be a part, and you don't have to feel guilty if you're busy. You don't have to feel guilty if it's not a good time for you. You don't have to explain that to anybody. You don't have to, justify anything. Just if you can help, you help, and if you don't, that's fine. But to watch the community come together and to watch God's people do what they're supposed to do. Sorry, I'm really trying to make a shirt while I'm talking to you, and sometimes that just doesn't go very well. But to watch these amazing things happen, to change somebody's life, is really, really incredible. I will tell you a funny story. Liam overheard me reading off the email to Drew, and I was explaining to him some of the things that I wanted to do and why I felt like I need to be the point person for this. And I wasn't going to be the point person, but there really is nobody closer at this time. So I was reading him the situation of this teenager, and Liam heard the whole thing. He heard the word caseworker, he heard the word, transition, or, all these vocabulary words this poor 7-year-old kid never really needed to hear, but he knows them, and he knows darn well what they are. And in the back of my head, I'm thinking, oh God, he's going to get triggered. Now what are we going to do? I'm going to have to deal with this on top of everything else. What have I done? I never should have said yes. And he comes running up to me, standing up at me, and he's like, Mom, we should get this boy. And I'm like, honey, he's a 16-year-old and he already has a family that wants to take him, amazing foster family. He's got a plan, everything's gonna be okay. And he goes, well, I never had a foster brother before. And we should help him. And I just really wanted to die laughing. Like, in his mind, he has never had a foster brother before, and he just wanted to help this kid. He just wanted to help someone. Oh my gosh, I laughed so hard. I thought about it for days after, and I thought that's where he's at, where he wants to help somebody else with his story, and he wants to do the thing to change somebody else's life. Just said, I never had a foster brother before. So it just goes to show you perspective, and I'm just so grateful for this opportunity for our kids to see that we can still pour out, even if we had to close our house to, foster care itself. And we know our house is full and our kids just really need our attention as they settle in things. What a great way to be able to help those around us when we can. That's not too overwhelming. And it's just a really amazing thing to see a community and a network of people come together, even just for one child. What is that going to do to this kid when he moves in and he's got like these awesome new clothes and guitar with lessons, and he's going to go horseback riding, and these people that are just dedicated to helping him get a fresh start. And my heart is just so touched today, I guess because we just see news media and we just see like all the negative stories, and I'm just so glad to be able to tell a happy story this week, that this was going on in our neck of the woods. And there's one child that I know of that is getting a new start this week, and he's having a birthday tomorrow, and he'll be moved in the next week. And would there be any greater gift than saving one teenager's life? I am just so grateful for that today and being a part of that. I don't know why this struck such a chord with me. Not all the stories always do, and sometimes I do get a little overwhelmed because I'm a fixer. and I'm a changer, and I want to fix everything, and I want to change everything, but I knew I could do this one ask, and I know I'm excited about it, and I know I'm happy to be a part of it. You got to see this shirt. It's adorable. Look how this one's turning out. Look at that, so cute. So anyways, good things are happening over here. I just wanted to share all that with you. If you have any questions about CarePortal, if you're interested, it is so easy to start in your own church. And if you're nearby, if you're not, I'll take a road trip. I will help you get it started. And like I said, the blog post explains everything from trauma all the way down to Vision 30 and how CarePortal works. And it would be so easy to introduce it to your church and get that started. So if any of you are interested in that, please feel free to message me or comment or whatever, and I'll get you started on the right track. My heart is just so full today that I get to be a part of helping this teenager get a new start. And I just wanted you to know such good people are out there, you know, from these foster parents to this caseworker. I can't tell you how many church members I've come in contact with, 3 to 5 families in our own church, and never mind 3 to 5 more in the surrounding area that are just like, this is how we want to help this kid. And I'm just so excited for that. We serve a good God. And it doesn't have to be hard to do your part. Jesus said that my yoke is easy and my burden is light. And it can feel really heavy sometimes to watch the world through social media and through the news. And I just want to encourage you to look around today and see how you can change your corner of the world. And I'd be happy to help you get started. I hope you guys have a great day. And you know where you can find me. I'll see you on the other side.